Hey Legal Shield family, this is Jeff Bell, and it's time for 5 Minutes Strong. Today I want to go back and give edification and praise to an incredible training that we had from Mel Robbins back at our Oklahoma City Level Up Convention. Today I want to talk about the 5-second rule. I've read the book. Hopefully many of you saw it in Oklahoma City, but for those of you, especially the tens of thousands that have joined us since the March convention as new associates, I wanted to spend a little time talking about the 5-second rule. Fundamentally, this is a way to get into action if you're struggling with procrastination. If you're struggling on how to overcome bad habits, this is a little trick that actually is proven science in psychology and physiology. When you count backwards, you mentally shift gears in your mind. She teaches us the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the 5-second rule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move. You interrupt your default thinking and do what psychologists call assert control over yourself. Rather than allow your subconscious and even conscious mind to continue to maybe dwell on the negative or to be worried about things or stressed, you suddenly have a bias for action and it breaks that. The counting distracts you from your excuses. It focuses your mind on moving in a new direction. When you physically move instead of stopping to think, your physiology changes as well and your mind falls in line. The rule is, quite frankly, a starting ritual. It activates the prefrontal cortex right up here in your head, and it helps you to change your behavior. Mel Robbins teaches us that there is a window for everyone between the moment that you have an instinct to change and your mind killing that instinct. The doubting Thomas, the concerns, the devil's advocate. So how can you use this rule? Number 1, you can change your behavior. Number 2, you can use it to act with courage every day. Number 3, you can use it to control your mind. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "The time is always right to do what is right." So let's think about that. Mel Robbins cites Antonio Damasio, a psychologist who says that our feelings decide about 95% of the time what we do. You feel always before you think. Mel Robbins is quoted as saying, "If you can change your morning routine, you can change anything." Like Tony Robbins' activation energy, this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 5-second rule is the minimum amount of energy required to begin a chemical reaction. Productivity can be boiled down to one word: focus. Manage distractions so that you can focus from moment to moment on the task at hand. Focus upon what's truly important to you in the big picture so you don't waste time on the stupid stuff. Interruptions of any kind are the death of productivity. Checking email. It's just random rewards. We've talked about that. Taking control of your morning is a game changer. Write down 3 must-dos and why they are important to you. Take 30 minutes before 7:30 is one of Mel Robbins' quick tricks. You plan your day in that 30 minutes before 7:30 a.m. and plan your quitting time for the day. It's not about always working. It's about being planful and prepared. Productive procrastination. Let me talk about that for a moment, because Mel Robbins tells us that you need to have creative problem solving, simmering ideas. Destructive procrastination is when you avoid stress, i.e. you don't do some hard work. You have a subconscious desire to feel good right now. So when you feel stress, you tend to run away from it because it doesn't make you feel good right now. We procrastinate because we feel stressed out. When you avoid something that feels hard, you get a sense of relief. Well, how do you address this constructively? Well, number 1, Mel Robbins teaches us, forgive yourself. And number 2, use the 5-second rule. So, courage, remember, is to break the addiction of worrying and negative self-talk. Second, to overcome anxiety and panic. And third, to defeat fear. Again, courage has those 3 things: break the addiction of worrying and stress, overcoming anxiety and panic, and defeating fear. And the 5-second rule, Mel Robbins teaches us, can do that. Feelings of love often trigger worry, interestingly. Rather than go to a dark place, you've got to recognize your intent and redirect to a positive outcome. How? Well, feel grateful. Think about what you love that started the worrying and how grateful you are that that person is in your life or that thing is in your life. Feeling grateful changes your brain chemistry by activating the mainstream reaction that produces dopamine. With worries gone, you can move forward. Now let me make sure that you understand what I'm talking about. We worry, for instance, if our child is away from us, we think, oh, are they safe? Will anything bad happen to them? If they travel or they go to school or they go out on their own, we worry about the things that we love. We don't worry about things we don't care about. When's the last time you worried really about your enemy? Maybe you think, well, I'm fearful of my enemy because they might take something from me. It's what you think they're going to take from you, okay, that you're worried about. So again, focus on what it is that you love. But now when you start to worry, you need to redirect it. The anxiety and the excitement come from the same place, quite frankly, in your brain. When you feel anxious, your body has a certain adrenal reaction. You must master the reframing strategy to convince your brain that those nervous feelings are just excitement. This is known as anxiety reappraisal. So when you start to get worried about something you love or care for, then I need you to quickly stop and think, oh, I love that person so much, and I just think of the positive experiences I've had with that person, or I love that thing for some reason, and why do I love it? And then suddenly now, instead of worrying, you feel grateful about it. You're taking any anxiety and you're reassigning it, you're reappraising it. Anxiety is just a state of arousal. It's easy to redirect from anxiety to excitement, and that will help you calm down. To fight fear, create an anchor thought. What is the positive end, or place it in your mind? So every day, you got to remember that courage is a series of simple actions. It will give you confidence. It will help you find your passion. It will help you create meaningful connections with others. So let's just quickly sum up. Confidence is not personality. Confidence means you believe in yourself. You believe in your ideas, in your values, and your capabilities. So I'm telling you now, at Legal Shield, we help you to pursue your passion. Start exploring it if you don't know what it is. Commit. When you feel yourself straddling between the present and the future, you need to decide what it is you truly love and feel passionate about, and you need to commit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, commit. And third, have faith. Listen to your heart. Do the work. Give up your time. Believe and push through. Leave nothing unsaid for yourself and for those around you that you love. Family, my name is Jeff Bell, and I'm just getting started, and thanks to Mel Robbins, we know we can use the 5-second rule to ensure that at Legal Shield, the best for all of us is truly yet to come.